Welcome to the Black Uplift. It's great to have you here. I wanted to do an introductory video to explain why I've created this channel and what I'm hoping to do with it. So in this crazy year that 2020 is, a lot has been happening, I'm sure, for a lot of people. For me, it has been a year of real awakening to what the plight is for the Black community globally. As you can tell from the channel, it's about uplifting the Black community, the Black uplift. The pandemic was a real eye-opener. And then we had the racial protesting and everything that's happened since then. We've had the fact that in general, our economic situation has been one where we are being disproportionately affected by the pandemic, either by being that we have those jobs that cannot be done from home and we needed to go out and not being able to socially distance as we needed to, or the fact that our economic situation meant that we usually have a lot of pre-existing medical conditions, which when you put the pandemic in the middle of that, what you have is a higher death rate than others. Now that's just one side of it, just for this year. And then we've had the protests globally as well, as more and more it's coming to light the anti-Black sentiments globally. How even though slavery and colonization have quote unquote ended, we are still living with the impact of that. In fact, I go as far as to say in some cases it is still happening. Before this year, I was asleep. I was in a slumber. I was that person that would accuse people of playing the race card. Now, it's not because I didn't know that slavery was a thing or that colonization was a thing, but I just didn't see it. I had had experience of racism myself, but those were the overt cases in my face. But it was by people that I didn't know. And so I just put that down to just people being stupid, which it is. But I didn't quite realize the systematic nature of it, how the structures are in place to keep the continent subdued, and how that is an ongoing programming for people looking to advance themselves. And so I've woken up and I'm angry and I want change and I want it now. Now, I don't think I'm going to show my face here because of, my personal life that I have, but also because I am relatively new to this. And I know that when you come into something new, the first thoughts, the first ideas that you have are probably not the most refined. They're probably not the most fine-tuned and informed. And so I want to be able to formulate my thoughts, refine my thoughts, continue learning freely, to be able to do that with as much freedom as possible. I want this to be an outlet for me and also a space for anyone who resonates with this to come together as a place where we can contribute to the global movement, because there is something happening. There is an awakening happening. There is a resistance forming. There is a community of Black people from all over the world, the US, Latin America, the UK, the continent, all over, getting a sense of enough is enough. So there's something happening, and I want to be part of that in any way that I can, to be part of the voices of people saying enough is enough. It is time for the fuckery to end. It is time for us to take control of our destiny. It is time for us to start putting ourselves first, not in a way to make anybody less, but to have equal power. Because that is something that is not the case right now. And that is why people get away with treating us the way they do globally. This is why we have stuff like Libya happening, the Arab area happening, the way Black people are being treated there. what's happening in America, and people can do this stuff and get away with it because there are no consequences. And there needs to get to a point where there will be consequences, where there is a critical mass, where there is enough of us where people know that there will be consequences for this type of behavior. And we need the backbone, we need the strength to be able to do that. And I want to be part of that. And so as I process what I'm learning, as I decolonize my mind, because it definitely was colonized, as I formulate my thoughts, as I use this channel as an outlet to share what I'm feeling, where my head's at, to rally, support, to awaken my experience of both growing up on the continent and then moving to Europe afterwards, and put that together from my own perspective and see who it resonates with. And I don't know where this is going to go, but I know that I need an outlet. I know that I need somewhere where I can speak freely about how the Black community as a whole is going to be empowered, is going to be uplifted, to showcase what's good, to showcase the strength, to showcase the ability. That is what this is for. That is what this channel is for. And this is what I'm here for. So like I said, I'm probably not going to show my face because I want to be able to speak freely and be able to refine and formulate my thoughts. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please do subscribe so we can have more of these conversations, and more importantly, action. What action are we going to take? And share knowledge and share the things that can make it work. So that was my introduction. That's what I wanted to let you know. I look forward to speaking to you on the next one.